All right, Death Maze. This is a game that I have really become enamored with, and have built this before and decided to just do another complete redo. And this time I did a few things differently. I got back on. It's been probably a couple years since I built it originally, and checking the files, there's some new things in there. So I went ahead and took liberty to create those things, and let me tell you all about it. So we're gonna open this up here. Let me put this down. All right, so here we go. So what I did is laminated the cards here, and there's a couple of cards, and you can get this. There's a deluxe edition on Board Game Geek. All the files are available on Board Game Geek for that. Here is the rules for Death Maze. Almanac talks about different aspects of the game. That's the main rules there, and then those are cleaned up a little bit from the Ares magazine version of the game. Had some help with Dita DeGaia on creating a few new sort of marching order cards. And so these, I mounted these on chipboard and printed them out on glossy cardstock, and there you have it. So you have the monsters on this side, you got your party here, row 1, 2, 3, and so your characters, however you decide to put them in the marching order, goes here. And I created two. The reason being is that you have a dungeon marching order, and then now there is a Hexcrawl. Fan-created Hexcrawl. I have to say that this game right here with the Hexcrawl added is just fantastic. I am absolutely loving it. And then, so that's why I needed the outdoor marching order piece to it. But the Death Maze Overworld, if you will. This is it here. Here are the rules. These are all available on BGG. And it has you drawing tiles just like you do with the main dungeon piece. And then based on how you land, the tiles you draw, plains, forest, swamp, mountain, and different landmarks for each as well. You roll on the tables there when you're in a town. You roll on a quest table, decide what quest you're going to be going on, and how many hexes away it is from the main town, and then how far the villain's chamber is within the dungeon. It's really cool, done very, very well. Highly recommend it. Somewhat of a pain in the butt to put together. I'll show you that here in a second. And then here we have some more player aids that I made, some cards. There's an enhanced version out there on the BGGs, and so these cards are from that. This is before combat. Nice little assistant aid there with combat there, after combat. And then this is a card that I made from the Overland Hexcrawl right there, so I can have that handy. And then the character sheets, 6 at a time on there, and just having a blast. All right, and then here's the enhanced rules right in here. And so the explanation in here is really done well. And the enhanced rules also has enhanced tokens that you can print out, and you can make those as well. I decided to go with the deluxe version of the tiles, and here we go with these here. So you have all your player characters up here. With the one of the expansions, you can even play monsters right in there. So I have those up there, and then of course all the bad meanies that you're going to be encountering along your adventure. And then here we have, this is the main room tiles, right? So as you are drawing tiles, you're coming out of the room. Now you're drawing, there you go, the hallway tile, just like that. And these tiles, I increased the size of these about 50%, and really have been enjoying the increase in size. And then here we have the party token on there too, just like that. So these are fantastic. We'll go into the rules. Maybe someday I'll put it together and play around and whatnot. But we have the main room tiles here. You've got the corridor tiles. And then here are the Hexcrawl tiles. So you just randomly draw one, put it down. Here's a little town. Here is a river swamp hex with a temple on it. We've got mountains in here. We've got, ooh, there's a statue. See the statue on it? Right there. And oh, here's a ruins. This is a grassland with the ruins. And so what you do as your characters are moving across the land, right? You are encountering it, you move, you roll on the table and see what happens, see if there's any bad meanies, see what goes on. Here's a tower, and then once you get into there and if you know kill any monsters that might be in the tower is really cool because, and so are the ruins, they could end up being your next dungeon dive, and which is really fun. So loving this aspect of the game. The last one I played, I was 27 hexes away from the dungeon, and then the dungeon itself was another 27, 30 dungeon tiles deep, and then you have to, of course, go all the way back through and come all the way back to town and then reap your rewards. Just loving it. And then, of course, compendium of cards that have different player aids on them as well. So just wanted to show off the game. This was a real fun build, and really had a great time with it. And there you can see this box was a Destiny's box, and I just spray painted the box, old box, and there you have it. And everything just fits right back in, just like that. Ta-da! And then that is it. See how it goes. Oh, I'm all over the place with the camera. Forget about it. But there you go, you guys. Really enjoying it. Highly recommend the build. The game is just a blast. Has to be definitely my top 10 of games that I've gotten to the table in the last couple of years. All right, talk to you soon.